Hello friends, welcome to Seco Psycho. In this video, you're going to learn what is vocational counseling and how it is done and what is the essence of doing vocational counseling. The word vocational is derived from the Latin word called vocacere, which means to call to someone. Here, a person is calling himself for a better opportunities for a better occupation where he can perform with excellency. So why we need vocational counseling? Today's students they have certain problems relating to vocation. What are they? They never plan for the future, follow the crowd, choose by influence of others, accept the parents' verdict by force, get tempted by current trends, jump into any career, lack motivation, fail to discover their lives and live in a fantasy world. So these things make them to be baffled and confused in their life. And moreover, the pressure which is coming from the parents, society, education makes it very worse. To overcome that only, vocational counseling plays a key role in students' life. To take the current trends, this century which is governed by the internet and modernization and innovation, it made insane within ourselves. Due to that only, we lost the focus and we are basically making efforts to increase the quantity rather than quality. And as Darwin said, a survivor of the fittest, the same way, survivor of the fittest is included in employment opportunities and occupational levels also. A person who performs well is taken into consideration by the HR, whereas others they are left behind. And the less influenced by parents and teachers, as we are moving to individual society, parents and teachers involvement is getting lower and lower, and we are focusing on student-centered teaching, where student is playing a key role rather than a teacher. And increasing dropouts is not a good thing, as the students are getting dropout from the school education or college education, they are don't follow in a good path of vocation, rather than they are influenced by the daily wage workers or the business which are uh, doesn't have any future trends. And checking quality in products such as food and clothing but not education, still people they are worried about their cell phones and gadgets uh, and luxury items rather than education, knowledge, or any skill which we must acquire in this generation or in this century. And due to increasing competition, many people they're choosing only one way of uh, job holding. Due to that, there's a lots of pressure on that area, and others job areas are neglected or ignored. An aimless process. So basically, we people choose our career based on decisions which are made by parents, teachers, or siblings, or elders. So if you aim with the aimless process, you land somewhere where you don't enjoy your work. So for that reason only, we need a vocational counseling here. So who are responsible? Students themselves, parents, most of them, teachers, not everybody, schools and college, majority of them, society, government, education policies, people who have knowledge, people who have achieved success but forgot others, people who can influence others for good reasons. So these people are responsible to choose their career, their vocation in their life. So why select a career? We have been created a unique fingerprint in our life. Every person has a certain intelligence. As Harvard Gardner said, we do have intelligence like musical intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, social intelligence, kinesthetic intelligence, and these are various types of intelligence where a person has, and each dimension of intelligence have a perfection, have a ability to take away to new possibilities. So vocational counseling gives a light to know what is a real intelligence and real thing in their mind and in their heart. And we are born only once. So we are not born again and again. Even though you are born also, it's not a guarantee that even the religion texts are saying that you are born 7 times or 10 times or 12 times. But this is your life. This is your present moment. For this present moment, why you're sacrificing your life for your parents and teachers dreams. Why don't you have your own dream? So you are born only once, and you need to choose your career on basis of your interest, skill, temperament, and attitude. And we spend almost 40 years on our work. That means more than 50, more than, if you take the life expectancy is 70 years, more than 50% of your time is spent only on work. If you're not enjoying your work, which you don't love it, then it is, then that means your 50% of life is despair and hopeless and not joyful at all. And it was said that 40 years means it is approximately 80,000 of hours you need to work. It means more than 50% of your day is spent at a workplace only. If you want to introduce what is vocational counseling, vocational guidance is a process of helping the person to develop and accept an integrated, adequate picture of himself and his role in the world of work, to test this concept against reality and to convert into reality with satisfaction to himself and benefit of society. Unless you work on something, the dream will be dream only. In vocational counseling, you are taking the dream into action oriented. So for that, you need vocational guidance, where there is a help which is provided from the counselor or a psychologist to develop and accept an integrated picture of himself and what is the role in the world and the work. And vocational counseling is a process of helping individual to ascertain, understand, and apply relevant facts about the occupational world, which are ascertained through incidental and planned exploratory activities. So anything which is unplanned, it gets into disaster. So in vocational counseling, you're planning and exploring the activities where you can fit in your career properly. Career guidance or advance means more specific intervention designed to help young people use their skill to further the interest in particular careers. There was a person called Ginsberg. He spoke that a vocational guidance is a process of helping as individual to understand and adjust to society. And simply, a vocation is a career or calling, and the word is derived from Latin word is vocera, which means to call. So if something is calling from inside, that is your career, that is your vocation, that is your occupation. If even though it's calling, still you're just following the call of your mother or father or society, it's not your vocation. When you choose your vocation, proper vocation, the life becomes vacation. That's how your happiness lies in your vacation. So types of vocational guidance. Basically, we do have two types of vocation. As we all know, vocation guidance is a process of helping an individual to choose occupation, prepare for it, enter it, progress in it. If you take what are the two types of vocational guidance, with one is with respect to individual, the other is with respect to vocations. So why we need to take vocational guidance? What are the reasons? So stress related work issues. It doesn't mean that vocation counseling is taken if you are not getting, like if you are a student or if you're not employed in some company or something. People who are employed in some company also, they get vocational counseling because they want to be better themselves, and they do have some stress related work issues and transitional work issues. If there is a loss of job or any of it, to resolve all these things, vocational counseling acts like a light in their life. We take what are the steps? We do have 5 steps. In first step, you develop the rapport and relationship, which is very common for every counseling, and you assess the client's personality, ability, interest, and multi-dimension of his attitudes, personalities, temperaments, and skills. Then you explore the options. What are the options they do have in their vocation, the careers, and from the exploring option, you're narrowing option, you're like shortlisting the options. And after shortlisting the options, you're taking actions or implementing the goal. So these are the 5 steps. In 5 steps, basically rapport and relationships is like a psychological climate resulting from the interpersonal contact of client and counselor. If a client is hesitating of something, it means you are not built a proper rapport. Building rapport and relationships is like a living and evolving conditions. A relationship including respect, trust, and relate psychological comfort is built only in rapport. And impacting by constant personal and professional qualification also plays a key role in vocation counseling. So take clients' interpersonal history, anxiety state, interrelation skills, and previous ability to share. These all things have been discussed only in rapport and relationship, which is in first one, the steps. Take the second one in our client's assessment. You'll find clients' interest, aptitude, personality, values, and skills. These things are assessed properly and exploring options to make clients list of interest and aptitudes, gather information from different sources, make for and against list of every item. And in narrow item, as I said, finalizing 2 or 3 options to teach in depth, uh, elaborating options from beginning to end, finally selecting only one options that fully satisfy client's life. And at the end, you're implementing the goal. So goals must be crystal clear, making a route chart, and after achieving the short-term goals, the client is now on his goals. So how counselors work for development of individuals. So get help with the job search process, uh, to make practice through mock interviews, to make the best of your current position, developing the skills necessary for career success, and clarifying the goals. So these are the main mode of vocational counseling. So if you are finding any problematic situation in your life regarding your career, regarding your job, so it's better to take vocational counseling from a qualified and well-trained psychologist or counselor. So that's all, friends. If you have any doubts in vocational counseling, please comment below section. Thank you for watching video.